Hello and welcome back. I'm the Surly Cook, and today I'm making barbacoa, which is that shredded beef that you may know from Chipotle or even a good Mexican taqueria. It starts with just a simple chuck roast, and you see I'm salting it and gonna add a little pepper. I'm just doing this one side, and while I'm doing this, I have a Dutch oven that's heating up. Uh, Now, you may, if you are an Instant Pot fanatic, you may want to use the Instant Pot for this. It turns out great. I kind of alternate. Now, in that nice hot skillet, I'm putting the roast salt down. Now I'm salting the other side, and while that's browning, I've got cilantro, I've got some onion, I've got chipotle peppers, I've got some coriander and cumin, a little salt, and just a dash of nutmeg ready to go, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So I'm making a paste out of all this, and I'm going to start with the cilantro and onions because they're a little more fibrous and take longer to break down. So I'm going to pulse that a few times until it's sort of finely chopped. And now I'll add the pepper, the salt, the seasonings, sprinkle a little nutmeg in there, and now throw in just a splash of apple cider vinegar. Kind of brightens the flavor a little bit. And now I'll pulse it a few more times until we have a thick-looking lumpy goo. Now I'll flip over that roast because it's about done on one side. There we go. When it's done, I'm going to squeeze a lime, or the juice of a lime, onto the roast and add about 3/4 of a cup of water. Then I'll grab the food processor and scrape my seasoning mixture on top, throw a cover on it, and let that cook on medium-low heat for about an hour and a half. And it looks about like this when it's done. I've got a couple of forks. I'm shredding the beef. Now you notice that it offers a little more resistance than I would probably like in the finished product, but that's okay because what I'm going to do is take that shredded beef and put it back in the broth, which is still very thin at this point, and let the shredded beef cook in the broth for another 40 minutes or so. The broth will thicken because I'm going to leave the lid off, and this is what the finished product looks like, and the meat has become just that much more tender during the next phase. Now we can throw it in a burrito, or in this case I'm putting it on a soft taco. I'll add a little pico de gallo and just a sprinkling of cilantro. So if you'd like my version of this recipe, you can go to thesurlycook.com and take a look at the full recipe there. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe and join us next time at The Surly Cook. Thanks for watching.